be a bit of a daily vlog. I'm not going to vlog the week because I have too much on to remember to pick up my camera all week. So yeah, I'm just vlogging today, showing you a little bit of what my days look like, I guess, and I'm also going to go through a bit of a reflection on 2021 and also going through a few of my plans and goals for 2022. Because technically this is my first filming video of 2022. I'm currently filming a bit of a car update video at the moment. It's a work in progress because I'm getting a few things done. So I do apologise about the wind and the birds. The birds have been so loud all morning and now the wind has started. So I do apologise about that. So I've written everything down in my Steph Pay's planner, my 2022. This is my first planner I've actually bought from her and it is so good. I have been loving it so far. Just for reference, it's now the 24th of January, so we are at the end of January. I did try vlogging the first couple weeks of January, but I wasn't really in the mood to do it, so I didn't really pick up my camera much. I didn't get much footage, so it was just a bit all over the place, and I was just trying to get myself back into a routine and trying to vlog while doing that. It was very difficult for me. That is why it is so late into January and I'm just starting my first video. And I still want to go through some of my goals and a bit of a reflection on 2021 as well, because it was a very big year in a lot of aspects. So my highlights of 2021, I'm going to kind of start from the start of the year and go through to the end. So yeah, first thing was North Haven. That was a really good trip. It really got me out of my comfort zone. You'll find out why in a minute. But yeah, that was a really good trip. I went with my boyfriend and a group of his friends that I had barely met before. Like, I knew of them, but I didn't really know them that well. So yeah, that was really good for me to get out and meet new people, learn different things. And yeah, so I'm very glad I went on that trip and opened myself up to those new opportunities. Next was the Sunshine Coast. That was a really good weekend. That was just a girls' weekend when we went up there. Oh, I also had my 21st at the very start of the year in January. So that was only about 6 months late, but we got there in the end and that was really good. Then I went to Darwin in June. That was so good. Booking it, I knew it was going to be a good trip. I was going through a few things at the time, so I was trying to make the most of it and be as happy as I could be. But yeah, when I got there, first it didn't look as nice as what I expected it to be, but after being there a couple days and seeing a lot more things there, it became a really good trip. Yeah, Hidden Valley Raceway, I would highly recommend. That is such a good track to go and watch. Like, they had the super bikes there, they had the stadium trucks, they had so much there. It was such a good trip. I do have a few vlogs on my channel of Darwin. It was my second, oh, hello. Someone's come up to say hello. He just wants some attention. But yeah, so Darwin, that was a really good trip. I would highly recommend. Especially going up there, like seeing all the crocodiles and things up there. They literally have a whole, it's like a mini zoo type of thing, but they care for the crocodiles in there. And it's in the middle of the city. Like, you're walking through the city and you can see crocodiles in the glass. Like, it's crazy. There's some things up there that I've just never seen before, and yeah, it was a really good trip. At the end of July, I started doing a heels class, which was very out of my comfort zone, but it was so good. Like, I've always loved dancing. When I got into high school, I kind of stopped doing dancing. And also, end of the year, my friend and I rebooked our Maldives trip for this year, which I will get into a little bit later on. The next category is things that I accomplished last year. I got back from Darwin end of June, and less than a month after that, we went back into a really strict lockdown. They actually closed the borders completely, so I couldn't even go to work at my store. So I ended up having to work at another store, which was very out of my comfort zone. I've worked at the same store for 7 years, so going to a completely different store, all new people, it was very different, but I'm very glad that I did it. Honestly, getting through lockdown was an accomplishment in itself. Like, that was a very hard time for me. Also, getting 2 needles, obviously with my job I needed to do it, and to get over the border I needed to do it. For those who don't know, needles are a massive fear of mine. Like, I literally go into panic, faint, get very like dizzy, and it's just not a fun time. On my year 10 camp, I kind of got traumatized by leeches. We went on this big walk up to this really nice view, like it was stunning. But when I got back, took my shoes off and I had a leech attached to each of my foot. Like, they were so big and gross I had to pour salt on it, and I carried salt with me everywhere for the rest of that trip. I have a very big fear of them since then. We drive up this really big mountain to go on this walk to a waterfall. So we got probably like 200 meters into this walk. No leeches, it was fine. Then I started getting these little tiny skinny ones on my shoes. I had white shoes so you could see them. And I started freaking out a bit, and I thought, nope, I don't think I can do this. I was freaking out a bit, but they were small ones, so I was like, no, I can keep going, it's fine. Get down a bit further, there was big ones, like they were flicking up onto the back of your legs, they were all over your shoes. It was just, I literally had a panic attack and cried. Like, yeah, it was a very traumatic time, and honestly, I will never be going on a waterfall walk if there's leeches involved ever again. That was basically my 2021 wrapped up. Getting into 2022. So I have a few things written down on my phone. I want to try and create a better morning routine. That is one of my main goals for January and February. So basically, as you would have saw this morning, that is a little bit of my morning routine apart from my skincare. I forgot to include that this morning. So yeah, that's one thing I really want to work on in January and February is my morning routine. Getting into a few of my goals, so obviously my morning routine is one of them. Definitely want to travel more, which I have some things planned, which I'm so excited about. I'll go into in a minute. I want to work out more and get back into the gym, hopefully. It's just, at the moment, I would rather be saving the money than spending it. So I'm really trying to knuckle down on my savings for the first 3 months of the year, and then I might get back into the gym. I also want to save money, that's another goal of mine. I also want to do my car up a little bit, just fixing a few things on it and making it look a bit better, which I'm currently in the process of doing, and I'm filming a whole video on that, so stay tuned for that if you are interested. And also creating a healthier lifestyle, just being more active, eating healthier foods, but also having balance while doing that. Yeah, that's basically a little rundown of my goals, and I haven't set like very specific goals with them, just a few things here and there that I want to achieve. I don't really want to be too structured with them this year, just to kind of let things flow. And last of all, my plans for this year. So first things first, in 2 weeks time, I'm going to stay in Surfers with one of my best friends. We're just going to have a little bit of a weekend away up there. In March, we should be going back up to my grandma's again, which will be fun. The very start of May, my friend and I have rebooked our Maldives trip. If everything goes to plan and stays how it is at the moment, we will get to the Maldives. So I'm hoping, like, fingers crossed, nothing changes with travel restrictions and whatnot. Like, everything's open now. I don't think it's quite sunk in yet that we have actually rebooked our trip and it's in 3 months' time. Like, it doesn't quite feel real yet, even though, because we were meant to go on this trip 2 years ago. That is very exciting. I will be vlogging it all, so I'm so excited for that. In June is my birthday. I still don't really know what I'm going to do for it yet. And then at the end of the year, in October, the V8s are finally back at the Gold Coast. I cannot wait for that. They have been put off for the past 2 years. I cannot explain how excited I am for that. I have missed them so much. And even though I went to Darwin last year, yeah, it was really good to go up there and do something different, go to a different track. But I really miss the Gold Coast 600 and the street track, the atmosphere. We're staying up there again. We booked an apartment. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. That's a little update. I'm going to go and move my car into the middle of the garage because I've got someone coming to do my tyres today, which is very exciting. Hey buddy. What are you doing? So I've just finished getting my tyres done. They look so good. The whole garage smells like fresh tyres. It's amazing. I might be weird for liking the smell of fresh tyres, but I don't care. It is just, it's like the smell of burning rubber. Like, some people like it, some people don't. But anyway, I am in a different activewear set now because it is so hot outside. But I want to go to Burleigh for a walk, so I'm in this set. It's actually from one of Sarah's Days collection. I also want to take my new tyres for a run, so I thought I'd go down to Burleigh, do that. I also need to get a few things from Coles to meal prep for this week. I feel like that is going to go sliding, but we'll give it a little go. As you can probably tell, I'm on my way to Burleigh to go for a walk. Oh, where... Coles, I have to go all the way over to Rabina, which is a little bit of a pain. Like, to get a couple of things, it's just not worth it. I might as well just go to Woolies. Yeah, so I'm just going to Woolies, getting a couple of things for my meal prep because I didn't get them on the way home from Burley. Then I'm going to go home and cook dinner. So yeah, that is my Monday. So I'm currently editing this video and realised that I forgot to finish it off. This is just a little reflection on 2021, a few of my goals I have for this year, but I didn't really go into much detail with it, and I do have other goals for this year, but I just wanted to share a few little ones. I do apologise for it being up so late as well. I just didn't really have any motivation in January to do like anything at all. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but yeah, it was just a very weird month, and going into February I had a bit more motivation, wanted to really start my new goals and whatnot. And yeah, it's been a good month so far. I haven't vlogged a great lot, only because I had some time off and I really wanted to just spend it with friends and family and not really worry about my camera or anything. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I will see you all in my next video.